Let's do it. So you only have a few $100s to spend on a new NFT. Which NFT should you buy first? Which projects are the best to mint first? In other words, if you're new to the NFT space, where do you start? Or what's the lowest cost NFT that has high upside because you're new to the space and you're just not willing to risk that much money? The truth is that many great projects will cost at least several $100s to mint, and that's only if you're whitelisted. If you're not whitelisted, you will likely have to pay an obscene amount of money in gas fees. You're going to be looking at least $1,000 and maybe even more. If you're already wondering what is a whitelist or how do I get whitelisted, well, I got you covered there too. Video link right here. Definitely check it out. You don't want to miss that one. And even if you do have a whitelist, the best projects that are already released and already on the secondary market, well, they're several $1,000s because that's what makes them the best projects, right? The market has already said, hey, these products are worth X amount of money, and therefore that doesn't really work for you either. So you don't want to pay a high amount of gas fees. If you don't have a whitelist, or even if you try to get a whitelist and you can't get one, or you want to buy in secondary, you're in a tough spot when it comes to paying a low price for a quality NFT. So which NFT projects can you look at as a beginner to try to make some money, or just get into the NFT space and try out a mint for the first time without breaking the bank? Let's look at some options that are low cost, have pretty great projects behind them, and are easy to get involved in. And all I ask in return is that you pay a quick visit to that like button and show it who's boss. That would be you. You are the boss. You know what to do. I gotta be honest with you guys, the data does not lie. Only 8% of you guys watching this video right now are subscribed to the channel. So let's pump up those rookie numbers and get subscribed. And if my content ever gets weak or I start lacking, you can always unsubscribe later. While there are a bunch of NFT marketplaces and platforms that offer a bunch of different incentives and pros and cons, I want to focus on just two of them today. You may already know about FTX as one of the leading crypto exchanges, and specifically if you watch my channel, on my crypto exchanges review, I said that FTX has one of the lowest fees on any US-based crypto exchange, and that's true because it does. Today, I want to tell you guys about another feature that FTX US has. It is one of the first, if not the very first, to have both Ethereum and Solana NFTs on its platform. That's a big deal. FTX allows you to buy and sell NFTs on the platform with no trading fees. Yeah, I know. When I read that, I was like, all right, sure. But it's true. So go check it out for yourself. Not only do they have industry-leading features, but they've also partnered with major people like Tom Brady, Steph Curry, the Miami Heat, MLB, Mercedes F1, and now your boy too. But on a totally serious note, I only ever promote products on this channel that I actually use myself or would invest in. FTX is seriously a good platform. There's a link down below to go check it out, or you can go click this card right up here to go check it out for yourself. The second project on my list is one that I've been invested in for over a year, and it's called Vivi. The best part about Vivi is it's a mobile-first application, and actually currently it's only a mobile application. This is quite different to other popular websites for NFTs because most other sites are quite tricky to use with Web3 and buying and selling NFTs on those marketplaces. There are three main reasons that I love Vivi and the platform they are building for their NFT marketplace. Number one, the IP. IP, if you don't know, simply stands for intellectual property and basically just means the brands and the artwork or the creative pieces that they have on their platform. As you can see, Vivi has some absolutely massive IP. Disney, Marvel, DC, Adventure Time, Powerpuff Girls, Ghostbusters, Batman, Superman, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, and so much more. Obviously, with big brands like this, with Disney and all the other ones I just listed, there is a pre-existing fan base for those characters and brands. That fandom is already kind of built into the demand for these NFTs because things like Mickey Mouse or Star Wars characters already have a large fan base. But because the NFT space is so new, the demand for them is, I guess, less than it will be in the future as long as NFTs continue to grow in popularity. So in my opinion, pairing a new technology of collectibles and digital assets like NFTs with major brands and characters and stories that people already know and love might mean that these things may have a ton of value in the future. And you may be asking yourself, well, how much money, Matt? How much will these things be worth? And although I obviously don't know for sure, let's look at some examples of things that are already on the platform and see how much those are worth right now. This brings me right into point number two, which is the tokenomics and the overall cost to buy an NFT on this platform. Most popular NFTs on Vivi's platform are nothing like other ones like OpenSea or Rarible, even Solana platforms. On OpenSea, it runs on the Ethereum blockchain, and so everything you trade is through Ethereum. On Vivi's platform, however, everything currently runs through gems. And gems are pretty simple. One gem equals $1, which is a super easy format for people to understand. Users like you and me can buy the gems right through the app using their credit card or US dollars. For example, I paid $80 with my credit card and got 80 gems on my account. I then took those 80 gems and went over and spent them on a Star Wars blind box drop, which just basically means I picked up one of these NFTs in this collection and I didn't know what it was until after the reveal. For that blind box, I paid 60 gems or $60 and I ended up getting a common NFT as a C3PO. As you can see, there are 12,333 of these NFTs in this specific collection. And so truthfully, this one that I got really isn't that rare. That's why it is a common, because there's quite a few of them and they're actually all the same exact thing. There's no difference in rarity on any of them. However, bringing this back to the cost and the price value of these things right now, I paid $60 exactly 2 months ago for this C3PO, and the lowest going price for a C3PO today on the market is $1,299, meaning that if I wanted to, I could sell my C3PO on the market through the platform for about 21.6 times what I originally paid for it. Now, I will say that the Star Wars collections have done pretty well on the platform. That whole week that I was buying was a Disney Golden Moments collection, and those have done really well. But again, keep in mind, I did a 20x on a common item. So you have to understand that if it was a more rare item, the gains might have been even bigger. And it's only been 2 months. I can't imagine how much these might be worth in a couple years from now if the popularity of this platform grows. Another example is the Disney Golden Moments statue of Walt Disney and Mickey. These are considered ultra rare items, and there were only 4,333 of these. This particular one cost a bit more to buy for users up front. It was $300, which again is still not that much compared to other NFTs like on OpenSea and the Ethereum blockchain. But the going price of this Disney Golden Moment is now $17,500. That is 58 times the price that users paid for the mint, and a cheeky $17,000 ROI if they were to sell right now. If that's not enough for you, let's hop into the third point that I love the VV platform. There are no gas fees. If you know anything about trading on Ethereum or pretty much any other network, except for maybe Solana, there are always fees involved with transactions. Currently on VV, there are no fees to my knowledge because you really just pay the gems and you get the NFT in return. Now, this may not seem like a big deal to you if you are new to the space, but let me just show you this number right here. This is the actual amount of US dollars I've paid in Ethereum just for transaction fees on OpenSea. That's a lot of money, and I haven't even done that much trading with Ethereum NFTs yet. To be completely honest with you, it may seem like I do a lot, but I haven't done that much. So to quickly summarize the 3 reasons why I love VV: 1, it has some incredible brand relationships and IP on the platform that no one else has access to, like Disney, Jurassic Park, Batman, Superman, DC Comics, Marvel, all of the above. That is a huge benefit for platform users because these type of characters will not be on any other NFT because the copyright and the IP is owned by Disney and they have a relationship with Ecomi, which is the company that owns the VV platform. Number 2, the mint prices for most of these drops on the platform are between $30 and $300, which is already significantly cheaper than most major mints on Ethereum's NFT projects. So if you want to get into the space and try things out without having to pay a bunch of money up front, this is a pretty good way to go. And number 3, like I just said, there are no gas fees, so you can keep all those profits in your pocket. As I'm saying all these things, I'm starting to realize this sounds a lot like an advertisement, and I promise you it's not. Believe me, I would love if Ecomi and VV would come and sponsor me, but they haven't. And as you guys know on this channel, I am as transparent as possible, so let's look at all of the bad things about this platform as well. There are 2 major problems I have with the platform as it is today. Number 1, the app currently has no way, at least to my knowledge, to cash out your gems. For example, if you did sell those Disney moments for $17,000 and now you have 17,000 gems in your account and you're like, great, I want to cash out, get that money back in my bank account, go buy myself a nice ice cream with it, well, you can't currently do that. Bruh. Now, the master plan in the future for VV is to have the native token known as OMI be the currency that the whole platform runs on. Basically, users will be able to exchange their gems for OMI, and OMI runs on the Ethereum blockchain, and then you can change that OMI to whatever currency you prefer. In the beginning of the video, I said that I invested in this platform a year ago, and this is how I invested. I bought a bunch of OMI about a year ago, knowing that this platform had a lot of potential, and a year later after buying it, the price is up a little bit, but I do think that the OMI is still worthless until this platform allows you to cash out and start using the OMI natively in in the app. So needless to say, without being able to withdraw your funds right now in any way, this is a major downside, and the community has been very vocal about it. And that leads me into point number 2. Although it is a benefit in some ways, it is a major downside that the platform is currently only a mobile app. This does differentiate it from other platforms in that most other platforms actually are very hard to trade, buy, sell, and do NFTs in general on a mobile device. But VeVe is a mobile-only device, so everything runs through its app. The issue is that I don't think it's the best experience a lot of times for users when it's only mobile, because getting new drops can be very frustrating if you just click a button and it doesn't work because you're on mobile and you don't have the best connection. The good news here is that VeVe has already started phase 2 of moving all of the NFTs on their platform over to Immutable X, which is a layer 2 Ethereum blockchain solution for NFTs. Immutable X has its own platform, it is environmentally friendly, and it's also gas-free. This phase 2 process of moving all the NFTs onto Immutable X on the Ethereum blockchain has already successfully happened. However, the Immutable X platform is not the best platform right now, to be completely honest. It's severely lacking in terms of its robustness and usability compared to other platforms. And from my research, I don't see any way to buy and sell our actual NFTs that we bought on the VeVe platform on IMX just yet, even though they've said that they have moved them over. Regardless of that, this allows for phase 3 to start very soon, which actually does allow OMI to be involved in the platform. They are going to have a new OMI token that runs natively on the Ethereum blockchain, and that will allow users, in theory, to cash out finally. This video started out very much geared towards beginners, and I just went pretty complex on you, so let me just wrap it up for you. Essentially, VeVe is moving to the Ethereum blockchain, which will allow users to cash out in the form of OMI in the near future. But at the very moment, we're still waiting for this to happen, so keep that in mind. Okay, I've talked your ear off today, but I do hope you watched all the way through, because I believe this platform has a ton of potential in the years to come, and it is a great starting place for beginners or those that don't have as much money to put in the NFT space but want to be involved. If you did make it this far in the video, comment down below saying thanks for the free gems. Let's make the other viewers who didn't make it this far quite jealous and wonder what they missed. Other than that, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.